Welcome and welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some Division. As you can see today, I decided to do my first build video, as I did do the tutorials on how builds work. And I figured, what better way than to start with one of my favorite skills in the game, which is the Deflector shield. Now, this is the showcase, but normally I've watched a couple of videos and it turns out you always need to do all these niche things to survive, or to properly survive, and that's just not exactly at what I want. I just want to play the game and enjoy myself, but also play a bit stupid. So I'm relatively well off in terms of survivability. As you guys can see, it doesn't matter that much. I just have to make sure that stuff doesn't flank me. You did not die. And you're flanking. But yeah, this build came from more not from a concept, but I saw that Foundry was buffed. Hey, okay. I saw Foundry was buffed, and I figured, well, it now might be a good time to get back into a Deflector shield build. Now, there are some things you can do for a Deflector shield build to make it a bit better, or to a way to play it to make it a bit better, because the way hitboxes work in the game is enemies yellow or enemies red and purple will target your chest. That's why you see them mostly shooting my chest. Whereas these guys, as you can see, he shoots headshots. Now, a way you can play, if you want to mitigate headshots a bit more, is actually look up. Because as you look up, now most of your body is behind the shield, including your head. As you can see, more bullets are reflecting. However, not everybody wants to play like that, so I built this build so that I can just, yeah, like I said, just be a bit more stupid than I normally am. And, well, yeah, being stupid is a thing. And as you can see, I do take some damage if I run flank, but for the most part, it's mostly fixed again. But yeah, fun build, honestly. Another thing you can do that I just thought about is with the Deflector shield, if you're higher up than what you're shooting at, they also end up shooting more of you, because, like I said, the yellows target your head, and if you're higher up than them, your head's naturally going to be behind your shield. So there's one or two ways you could use it. Where are you? Oh, there are one or two ways you can play to make a difference, but if we're being honest, no one really wants to play looking up into the air constantly. Or at least I don't enjoy playing like this. And that's annoying. Get back here. Where are you? Is it you? Yes, it is you. Now I'm not gonna show it off, but I'll mention a few variants that you could run of the build should you wish to, or if you want to change it a bit, because there's a couple of ways you could honestly play the build without having too much problems. It's all going to be based on what you prefer over something else. So if you prefer a bit more damage over the survivability, or if you don't mind building stacks with the memento, you could run this build with the memento. I didn't even check if this build was correct. I'm hoping it is. Let me quickly check that. Yeah, we're fine. But I'll show you exactly what it is after the control point. I actually want to get to the second part of the control point because that's when it gets very nice. I like this control point for showcasing because I actually like control points more for showcasing control points or bounties because I can showcase the build in a mission which is going to be a bit more structured because we know where the enemies come from and stuff, but in doing so it doesn't feel all that real to me because I very rarely run missions currently. It's mostly legendaries, and although you can run this build in legendary, I don't completely recommend it. You can if you want to. There's just better alternatives, I guess, is what I'm going to. I see Bellstone started with loot here. Got better. Okay, now this is the part I was waiting for because everybody comes through this gate over here. So I can pretty much stand and tank wonderfully. And if more people are shooting at the shield, and we can look up if we want to. And as you can see, my health is barely taking any damage. But like I said, that's not entirely the point. The point is, yeah. That's why I love the build. Now these turrets aren't exactly the best showcase. They do very little damage, and they are almost always lower than you are. Even though this guy looks higher, it is doing the most damage to me, but for the most part, it's shooting my shield. Another thing that you can do to improve your shield playstyle is leave purples and reds alive and target with your shield the yellows. Because we know the purple and the red enemies are going to shoot the shield. So unless they try to flank you or foam you, which foaming's not the worst in this case. Ah, the red guy went up. Wonderful. I'm gonna go deal with him quickly, because he's just being a pain. Excuse me, sir. I'm also running the Liberty for the extra shield repair, not that it doesn't seem like I always need it. Okay, you're here. Anywho, I think you get the point by now. The build is very nice. Now, in terms of a breakdown and what we're looking at, we are looking at, for the watch, we are max level, so I have everything maxed out. However, I don't think there's anything really that's going to improve the build to that amount. Yeah, no, there's nothing that's really going to improve the build. Maybe the headshot damage a little bit, but again, nothing to insane level, so it's not going to be that insane. Then for specialization, we have the technician equipped specifically for the artificer hive, and the other we have assault rifles and pistols rolled, and then the part where you can choose between skill damage and skill healing. I think it was skill healing or skill haste. There's a place where you choose between one of the two. We have skill damage equipped. For the weapons, it doesn't matter what you're running here. I don't recall why I have these equipped. They're just placeholders, and we're running the Liberty. Liberty has the talent that says hits grant 2% weapon damage, stacks up to 30%. Headshots consume all stacks, repairing your shield for 3% per stack. So that gives us what, 3% per stack times 30, so it gives us a 90% repair if at full stacks, and it gives us a 60% it gives us a 60% weapon damage bonus if we are at max stacks and not hitting headshots. Not a max roll Liberty, but it has a decent roll on it. Also, I haven't proficiencyed any of my gear because I wanted to show this as authentically as possible. I do have some proficiency on my skills though, however, it's only active shield regeneration and 3% skill efficiency. I don't think makes that much of a difference, but I digress. We are running 4-piece foundry, as you can see, skill damage rolled on all of them. And then we are running the chill out mask for Gilligard. Sadly, if you do not have the chill out mask, you can only get it. December to January, I believe. So if you don't have it, you can I'd say just slot in. Probably slot in a second Bellstone armory piece for the armor and kill, or maybe even what was it? Logros, no brazos. Oh no, it is. Yeah, just slot in a normal Gilligard piece for the 5% total armor. It's probably remains the best. And then we have Bellstone Armory knee pads rolled for headshot damage and skill damage. Now you could roll this one to armor regen. However, I didn't see the use to it, so I've just kept it on headshot damage because I'm doing some headshots. Now that's pretty much the build, honestly. Oh yeah, and then we have the reflector shield and the artificer hive. Now that's the way I run it. I like the 4-piece foundry with the chest piece and the backpack. The chest piece giving me 25% to 35% increased repair to the damage taken, and the backpack upping the speed so it repairs faster. It helps. If you want to, you can either slot in the ninja bike. We'll go step by step. You can slot in the ninja bike and then probably equip, honestly, 2-piece Bellstone. Because I think the incoming, I'm speaking under correction, I'm not sure. I think the incoming repairs or the pips from your artificer hive does count as incoming repairs. Then again, I'm not sure about that, but you can play around with that. More than likely, if you don't want to do this, you could run the Memento backpack and then just slot out the knee pads for Foundry, because that way you are losing the 1% armor regen from Bellstone. However, at max stacks with the ninja bike, you are getting 3% armor regen. You're getting you're getting 3% armor regen, you're getting 30% weapon damage and 30% skill efficiency, so your pips will fly out faster. So the Memento is good. I did run it a bit, but I found the repair speed reduction increase. The going down from 10 seconds to repair the 35% to the 5 seconds to repair the 35% gave me a bit better survivability. You could also, if you don't have the chill out mask, or even if you feel like your survivability is a bit low, you can slide out the Bellstone Armory for improvised knee pads to get that extra mod slot and roll either like I do 4, or if you have the Chill Out Mask, you can run 5 protection from elite mods. I don't see it being necessary. If you're only running 3, you may... I don't actually know if it's going to difference. You may need to play a bit more carefully in terms of just being by cover. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do hope you enjoy the build. If you did, and if you did find it informative, please hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till next time, see ya.